In 1998, the Ministry of Education and Sports, together with the Karamojong district local governments and Save the Children Uganda, initiated the Alternative Basic Education for Karamoja ABEK project in a bid to integrate pastoralist communities into the education sector of Uganda. 24 years later, the ABEK project has managed to evolve attitude of the Karamojong towards education, also influencing creation of community schools. However, the implementers now think it is time government recognize the schools on national standards. Wadulo McArnold has more.
Term 2 has begun and the Karamojong are set to learn at Lokitmore ABEK Center. The ladies tidy the ground while the men, under a tree shed, await their teacher with anticipation of the new term.
We have level 1 and level 2, and for us the teachers, two of us, since we are 4, we are all male teachers. Me and one teacher, we teach in level 2. And 2 other teachers teach level 1.
At full capacity, Lokitmore ABEK Center can host up to 200 learners of various ages, taught by only 4 teachers.
Government will also try to elevate this ABEK Center into a community school. That's what we are trying to look at, where we can go up to maybe P4, up to P7 level.
As enrollment grows each year, the nearest community school where these learners can upgrade, should they decide, is located about 23 kilometers away. When the children leave the ABEK centers from the pastoral communities, they join a space like this at Nagdunget Primary School. However, they come to face another set of challenges.
We no longer don't have massive raids, massive moves. We now have what we call theft, cattle theft of 10, like that. And most of these, they do us at the ABEK classes.
Most of them tend to drop out. Yeah, especially when the reason I told the girl child normally drop out when they reach primary 4, especially when the parents think that they are ready to marry.
Girls, they have hormones. Like a girl can reach 14 years to will be with hormones that can active. Someone can start period with 12 years. That's why a girl can have grown since I've started periods, I've grown her.
Rachel is among the thousands of Karamojong girls that have benefited from the ABEK program. However, for the program to prove effective, the need for more community schools becomes a prerequisite.
These ABEK centers were so many, and you find in a village you have about 3 or 4 ABEK centers. Then from our support, supervision and monitoring, we said no. I think let us merge some of these centers to make community schools.
Since 2018, an average of 20 to 40 learners from ABEK centers cross into community schools of their nearest reach. So far in Moroto alone, Nachele, Loletekia, Lokiria Out, Atedioi, Kidepo Pupu and Musuputo primary schools merged various ABEK centers to form community schools that now await coding by the Ministry of Education and Sports.
If the program did not cover maybe entire district, because we now have the newly created sub-counties, can it extend? Can it cover entire region?
The lack of proper infrastructure affects the quality of learning at these ABEK centers. Now right behind me, students are learning, but should it rain, this class shall have ended. Turning these ABEK centers into community schools will give them a chance to be coded, thereby enabling them to have standardized education. Reporting for UBC News, Wadulo McArnold at Lokitmore ABEK Learning Center.
Thank you, Mark.